Hey, and welcome to the vocabulary section. We have many new, interesting, and useful words just waiting for you to learn. We believe that these words are common and that you should know them. That's why we're going to try our best to teach you the vocabulary. However, it is always up to you to do some self-study. I suggest looking up the words in the dictionary, writing some practice sentences, using the words in everyday conversation, and of course, watching our videos. The more that you practice, the better you'll be. These videos will help you improve your English. So just enjoy the videos and try your best. Hey, my name is Molly, and in this video, we will be talking about the difference between fun and funny. Now, my students are always getting these two words confused, and today we are going to fix that problem. Let's look at the board. Our first word is fun. Now, fun can be used as an adjective or a noun. It means you enjoy yourself and you have a good time. Maybe you go to the pool with friends on a nice day. You had a good time. You had fun. Let's look at our second word, funny. Funny has two meanings and it can be used as an adjective. The first meaning is it makes you laugh. Ha ha ha, okay? Your friend tells a funny joke and the joke is funny. Okay, our second, less common meaning is it's strange. Something is a little strange. So let's keep practicing and look at some examples. Now, I'm going to tell you about a party I went to last weekend. The party was fun. I had a good time. I had a lot of fun. Now, the first fun is used as an adjective, and in the second sentence, it's used as a noun. They both mean the same thing, that I had a good time. Next, funny has a different meaning. John was funny. John told a joke and I laughed. Ha ha ha. He is a funny guy. Next, he smelled funny. Now remember, there's two meanings to funny. Laughing like ha 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 and funny like strange. He smelled funny. He smelled a little strange. So let's keep practicing with some more examples. Let's do some sentences together, and we'll choose fun or funny. Playing a game is fun or funny? You're playing a board game or a computer game with your family. You're having a good time. Playing a game is fun. A comedian is fun or funny? A comedian is someone who makes you laugh. Ha ha ha. He's telling some good jokes. He is funny. Have a good time at the beach. I want you to have a good time. Have fun at the beach. His hat looks fun or funny? His hat looks funny. Now, funny can have two meanings. Funny like laughing, ha ha ha, or funny like strange. His hat looks funny. Now you know the difference between fun and funny. I'll see you next time.
Hello, my name is Esther, and in this video we're going to talk about how to use the word borrow or lend me. Well, when do we use this word? Well, let me give you an example. Let's say that you're taking a test and you look in your bag and you forgot your pencil. So what do? You have to ask someone next to you or maybe a friend to let them use your pencil. And a mistake that a lot of people make is they say, "Can you borrow me your pencil?" But that's actually wrong. Don't say that. Don't say, "Can you borrow me your pencil?" The actual way to say it goes like this. Let's look at an example sentence. "Can I borrow your pencil?" That's the correct way to say it. Can I borrow your pencil? Okay. Another way that you can say it is, "Can you lend me your pencil?" Let's look at it again. Can you lend me your pencil? Now, both of these ways are okay, and they're both correct and right, but I think this one is a better way to say it. Again, let's remember, it's not, "Can you borrow me?" Okay, don't say that. Say this, "Can I borrow your pencil?" Let's look at a couple more example sentences. Is it okay if I borrow your book? Is it okay if I borrow your book? May I borrow some money? May I borrow some money? Can I borrow your umbrella? Can I borrow your umbrella? Can you lend me your eraser? Can you lend me your eraser? Would you lend me your book? Would you lend me your book? Please lend me a pen. Please lend me a pen. All right, now in the beginning of the video, I taught you to say, "Can I borrow something? Can I borrow your pencil?" But actually, there's a more polite way to say this, and that is by saying, "May I borrow something from you?" You should use "may I" when you're talking to someone you don't know very well. Maybe it's a complete stranger, or maybe you know that person, but you guys aren't really close friends. It's better to use "may I." So again, "May I borrow something?" For example, "May I borrow your pen?" Or "May I borrow your phone?" Or maybe, like I said in the example in the beginning, "May I borrow your pencil or eraser?" Okay, well that's it for today. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Hello everyone, my name is Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about two expressions that describe how people use or control money. One is positive and one is negative. Alright, so these two adjectives, the first one we're going to talk about is stingy. Okay, now let's focus on the pronunciation first. Stingy. A lot of my students mistakenly say stingy. Okay, you got to be very careful. It is pronounced stingy. And what does stingy mean? Well, someone who is stingy, they don't like to spend money. They don't like to share money. Okay, they are very greedy. They are not generous. They are exactly like Scrooge. You may have heard or know about Scrooge. He is a very stingy guy. He does not want to share any of his money. All right, so to help us understand stingy a little bit better, let's look at a few example sentences. Okay, so the first example for stingy, he doesn't want to give his son bus money. He is stingy. All right, so yeah, this father doesn't want to give his son any bus money. Okay, that's a very stingy guy. Let's look at the next example. I was so thirsty, but my sister wouldn't buy me water. She's stingy. Okay, again, my sister, oh, very bad. I'm so thirsty, but she wouldn't buy me even water. Yeah, she's very stingy. Okay, so we just saw some examples of stingy. I hope you are not stingy. It's a very negative word to call someone, but there is a positive word, and that's our next word. That word is frugal. Listen to the pronunciation, frugal. Okay, so a person who is frugal They don't like to waste money, all right? They like to save money or keep their money and control their money very well. So for example, someone goes to the market to buy some items or some things. They're probably going to buy the cheaper items, okay? They don't like to waste money on brand names or expensive items. Okay, so people who like to spend less money for things to save money, they are frugal. All right, so let's take a look at a few examples to understand frugal. Okay, let's look at the first example for frugal. My father usually takes the bus to work instead of driving. He is frugal. So yeah, the father takes the bus instead of driving. So he's probably saving money on the oil price. He's a very frugal guy. Let's look at the next example. My sister always uses coupons when she buys something at the store. She is frugal. Okay, so she's always using coupons to save money. She's very frugal. All right, so those were the examples of frugal. Okay, so again, stingy is negative. So if you say to someone, oh, you are stingy, okay, it's a very negative thing. That person doesn't want to share their money. They just want to keep their money. But on the other hand, if you say to someone, oh, you are quite frugal, okay, that's kind of a compliment, meaning they are good at controlling their money and not wasting money. All right, so that's it, and see you next time. Hello everyone, my name is Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about adjectives to describe someone's body shape related to their weight, okay, whether someone is very big, fat, or thin and small, okay. Now some of these words are positive, very nice things to say, and some of these words are negative, very bad things to say about someone's body shape. Let's take a look. Now, first, I'm going to focus on the smaller adjectives, describing smaller bodies. And I'm going to make a sentence. He is, she is, okay? These are words to describe. So I'm going to say he is, she is. So let's start with this one. He is average. He is average. And of course, average just means normal. Whatever is normal for your society, that is average. He is average. She is average. Now, we're getting smaller. Slender and thin, okay? These are very positive. She is slender. She is thin, okay? That's a nice body shape. Very nice weight, nice body. She is slender. She is thin. The next one, skinny. Okay, this is getting a little bit negative. Some people, it's positive, but it's a little bit negative, okay, to call someone skinny. She is skinny might be a good thing for the woman. She's very happy. But for a man, he is skinny. Maybe that's not so good for a man. He is skinny, okay? That's too thin. That's too thin. Getting smaller here, bony. He is bony. Bony is definitely a negative word. Bony. We can see too many bones, okay? We look at their body and we can see bones. So we would, oh, he is bony. Okay, he should gain weight or he should eat more food. The last one is the worst one. This is actually a mental sickness, okay? If I said she is anorexic, anorexic is a very negative thing. So people who are anorexic, because of their mental sickness, they eat and then they go to the toilet to throw up. All right, so anorexic people are very bony. They look very sick. They look very unhealthy. They're underweight. They're too small, okay? That's anorexic. All right, so again, average, slender, thin. These are positive. These are okay. Skinny can be positive, negative, bony, anorexic, too small, too thin. These are negative. Let's move on to the larger sizes. Okay, here are the large adjectives. Now we're going to start from average. Again, average is the same, normal. And let's get a little bigger. Now the next two, chubby and plump. All right, chubby and plump are actually positive ways to say someone is a little fat, just a little fat. Like a baby might be plump, or your cute girlfriend is chubby, or a little boy is chubby. Okay, so it's a very positive way to say just a little bit of fat. Okay, plump or chubby. He or she is heavy. Okay, starting to get negative. He is heavy. Oh, he's a heavy guy. She's a heavy woman. Getting up. Overweight. That is certainly negative. He is overweight. She is overweight. And then we get to fat. She is fat. Okay, nobody wants to be called fat, but you would say he is fat. Okay, maybe that's a very rude or impolite thing to say to someone. You are fat. And the top one here, obese. Okay, obese. Obese is the technical term for fat. Okay, now he is obese, she is obese. Again, that just means fat. But if you call someone obese, that's the fattest you can get. Okay, he is obese. So of course, in America, they have many people who are obese. If you go there, you can see a lot of big people, a lot of overweight, fat, and obese people. All right, so here are many adjectives to describe the body shape in relation to weight. Some of them are positive, a lot of them are negative. Be careful. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you next time.
Hi, this is Bill, and right now I'm going to help you with your understanding of a word. Now, well, that word is free, and it's a very short word, very easy word, but it has a lot of different meanings. And well, right now I want to talk to you about how the word free is used in a sentence, because where the word free is can change the meaning of the sentence a lot. Okay? Now, if we just look here at what I've got written on the board. Now, just two little phrases here. And it's the same words, see, free and alcohol, both times. But the meaning is very different. See up here, if we put the word free in front of the word, then like here, free alcohol. That means the alcohol is free and you do not pay money for alcohol. If you see a sign, free alcohol, that means you go and you get alcohol. You don't give money. The alcohol is free. Free alcohol, don't have to pay money. It's a good thing. Now down here though, we have alcohol free. That means there is no alcohol. Okay? There's no alcohol in the drink. So you can say Coca-Cola is a alcohol-free drink because there's no alcohol in the cola. Another example here is maybe there's a sign that says free kittens. Free kittens. So that means if you want to take a kitten home for a pet, you do not have to give money. You can just go and take the kitten home with you. All right? Now, another example here where free is after the word. Maybe you're in a convenience store and you want to buy a little coffee drink. And well, some coffee drinks will say on them, sugar-free. Now, that means that coffee drink, there's no sugar in the drink. It's not a sweet drink. It's just coffee, no sugar. Okay? So just remember, before the word means you don't pay money for it. After the word, that means that word is not there. So alcohol-free, no alcohol. Sugar-free, no sugar. Let's take a look at some written examples of this. Here's sentences using the word free differently. All soft drinks come with free refills. All soft drinks come with free refills. Order a set and you'll get a free side dish. Order a set and you'll get a free side dish. The hotel serves a free breakfast. The hotel serves a free breakfast. This park is smoking free. This park is smoking free. I want an alcohol-free drink. I want an alcohol-free drink. The cinema should be talking free. The cinema should be talking free. All right, so there you saw some written sentences about where the word free can be in a sentence. Now, before we finish, I just want to tell you about something I saw once while I was here in Korea. One time I was riding the subway and I noticed there was a poster at the station, and the poster was for a music festival. Now, what they were trying to do, I noticed this, they wanted it to say that the festival was free for foreigners, which meant foreigners did not have to buy a ticket to go into the festival. Now, what they wanted to do was to make it attracted to foreigners. They wanted foreigners to come there, okay? Because if they think if it's free, that's a good reason to go. We don't have to pay money. But the poster said, foreigners free. Now, this means there are no foreigners there. It's the opposite meaning that they were going for. So just remember, where you put the word free really changes the meaning. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next video.
Hi everybody, I'm Esther, and in this video I'm going to teach you a very important English word. Now, everybody in Korea should know this word because it gets this way every summer in Korea, right? Well, not just in the summer, but also in some other seasons. And that word that we're going to learn today is humid. Again, humid. So this word, you need to know it, and you especially need to mention this word when you describe Korea's weather to any foreigners. Okay? So if they ask, what's the weather like in Korea? You have to say humid. Well, what does humid mean? Well, again, humid is used to describe weather. It means that it's very wet and hot, right? You know what I mean. So even my best friend, she comes to Korea every year from Southern California, which is where I'm from, and she complains about this all the time. It's so humid, right? It's so hot and wet. And she complains about this because where we're from, it's not like that. It's hot, but it doesn't get very humid. So let's look at the board for some examples on how to use the word. Okay, so here it is. Today is very humid. Today is very humid. So that's the word I want to teach you today, humid. But there are some other ways to say the same thing. Instead of humid, we can say a couple of other words. For example, we can say today is very muggy. Today is very muggy. Okay, muggy means humid, again, hot and wet. We can also say today is very sticky. Today is very sticky. So humid, muggy, and sticky all have the same meaning when you're describing the weather. Now, I told you that where I'm from, it's not humid. It's hot, but it's not humid. So what's the opposite of humid? That word is dry. So if it's not humid, I can say today is very dry. Today is very dry. Okay, well, let's look at some more example sentences together. Okay, let's look at some example sentences. It's too humid. Turn on the air conditioner. It's too humid. Turn on the air conditioner. I hate humid weather. It's too sticky. I hate humid weather. It's too sticky. The rain makes it muggy. The rain makes it muggy. California is dry, but Florida is humid. California is dry, but Florida is humid. Okay, so in this video, we learned the word humid. Make sure you guys remember it. It's a very important word in Korea because it describes Korea's weather in summer perfectly. Now, as for me, I've been here for a couple of years and I'm still trying to get used to it, but I have to say I like dry weather better. Okay, well, thanks for joining and see you guys next time. Bye!
Hello everyone, my name is Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about a very dirty word to obite. Okay, well, remember obite is Konglish, so we don't want to use obite. So what should we say in English? Well, these are the words we should use, all right? So I have a sentence. I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh, I need to vomit. Vomit is the formal way to say, your food comes out of your mouth. Vomit. So if you're at the doctor, you should use vomit. I need to vomit. Now, vomit is a verb. I need to vomit. And it can also be a noun. Oh, there's vomit on the floor. The next one is the most common one. Throw up. Okay, this is the one you want to use most of the time. I'm sick. I need to throw up. All right. I drank some soju last night. I need to throw up. Okay. This one is only a verb. I need to throw up. That's how you want to use it. The last two, there's slang. Now, there's hundreds of slang to mean the same as vomit. I can't teach them all, but these two are the most common. So you'll probably hear these ones. And both of these can be used as nouns or verbs. So I'm sick, I need to puke. I need to puke. And I need to barf. I need to barf. All of these words mean the same thing. The food is coming out because you're sick. All right? And remember, throw up is the best one to use. It's the most common and the easiest one to use. I need to throw up. Well, that's how you express how to throw up. Let's take a look at a few more examples. All right, let's take a look at these examples. The first one, stop the car. I need to vomit. Stop the car. I need to vomit. The next one, I drank too much soju. I need to throw up. I drank too much soju. I need to throw up. And the next one, the baby barfed all over my new jacket. The baby barfed all over my new jacket. And the last one, I had to clean up dog puke in the kitchen. I had to clean up dog puke in the kitchen. Okay, so these are dirty words, but you gotta know them. Now, there are two things that make me throw up. All right, now the first thing that usually makes me throw up are oysters, all right, seafood. So I have a lot of experience. I go out to eat some seafood and I eat some oysters and I get really sick and I throw up. And certainly the other thing to make me throw up is soju. Okay, I don't drink soju very well, so I go out to drink and I drink some soju. The next day, I have a terrible hangover. I have a headache and I feel sick. I usually need to throw up the soju. All right, so that's vomit, throw up, puke, and barf. Make sure you know them. They're all common. That's it, and I'll see you next time.
Hi everybody, my name's Esther, and in this video I want to talk about a very important vocabulary word for all Koreans to know. Okay, and that word is monsoon season. What is monsoon season? Well, every summer, many foreigners come and they're surprised by how much rain there is, right? In the summer in Korea, for about 1 month, usually in July, there's a lot of rain, okay? And in English, we call that the monsoon season. So it's very important for Koreans to have a good umbrella, maybe some rain boots, right? But also it can cause some problems for some businesses and homes if there's too much rain and flooding, right? So if you see a foreigner and they ask about summer in Korea, it's very important that you remember that you tell them about monsoon season. Okay, so let's look on the board and look at this example sentence. The monsoon season in Korea begins in summer, right? I just talked about that. Again, the monsoon, let's pronounce it together, monsoon, monsoon. So the monsoon season in Korea begins in summer. And as we said, the monsoon season lasts for about 1 month and there's lots of rain during the monsoon season. Okay, let's look at some more examples together. Let's look at these examples. It's very humid during the monsoon season. It's very humid during the monsoon season. The monsoon season is coming. The monsoon season is coming. I need to buy a new umbrella for the monsoon season. I need to buy a new umbrella for the monsoon season. Okay, so in this video, we learned about the vocabulary word monsoon season. Remember, it's a time in Korea when there's a lot of rain and it's very hot and sticky, right? Now, in Southern California, where I'm from, there is no monsoon season. We get a little bit of rain in the winter time, which is very different from Korea, but again, nothing like the rain we see here. Okay, so that is something that I'm still trying to get used to. Okay, so again, the word we learned is monsoon season. Don't forget it, and see you next time. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Robin. We are going to talk about many vocabulary and adjectives and slang, idioms to describe people as ugly, okay? Let's take a look at the board. I'm going to use he is, he's, and she is. We're going to describe these two people, a guy and a girl, as ugly, and we can use any of these. They work for guys and girls. Let's take a look. The first one, he's ugly, she's ugly, okay? So that's very easy to understand. Let's go to the next one. She's unattractive, okay? She's unattractive. Of course, attractive means very pretty, very beautiful, and unattractive means ugly. All right, so ugly and unattractive are the two most common ones. Let's move on. Here's another one, homely. He's homely. We can say he's homely, but usually it's she's homely. Homely would mean, yeah, not pretty, not beautiful, a little bit ugly. Okay, she's homely. Okay, maybe she has no fashion sense. She's very boring to look at and to watch because she has no makeup. Okay, we would describe her as homely. And I think Kim Jong-un's wife is a little bit homely. Let's move on. Okay, we're getting into bigger, more complicated vocabulary. These words are very strong. They mean very, very ugly. The next one, if I said, he's monstrous. He's monstrous. Okay, so that guy is so ugly, I'm describing him like a monster. Okay, his face is like a monster. So I would say, he's monstrous. She's monstrous. Okay, very negative thing to say. Hideous. He's hideous. Again, this is too ugly. So ugly. He's hideous. Hideous. And the last one, very, very, very strong, grotesque. She's grotesque. He's grotesque. Okay, grotesque comes from gross or disgusting. Okay, grotesque. So very, very ugly. I don't want to look at that person. I don't want to talk to that person. Certainly, I never want to touch that person. They are grotesque. All right? So this is the vocabulary, the adjectives. Let's move on to some slang and idioms. In this next part, we're going to learn a lot of slang and idioms to use to describe someone who is ugly. All right? The first one, nasty. Nasty. He's nasty. She's nasty. Again, very ugly. You want to say he or she is nasty. You can describe their hair as nasty. Dirty, ugly hair. Their face is nasty. Okay, very ugly. Next one. She's butt ugly. Butt ugly. What is a butt? A butt is your ass. Okay, so if you say she's butt ugly, her face looks like an ass. Okay, so it's a very negative thing to say. She's butt ugly. But common, okay? Butt ugly. He's a dog. She's a dog. Okay, so describing them as a dog also means they're ugly. She's a dog. Okay, she's a real dog. That means her face is ugly. All right, now we're going to get into the really bad expressions. Okay, so I'm going to have to use some bad words. Now, ugly as. He's ugly as, so we're comparing him. He's ugly as a pig. Okay, you can say he's ugly as a pig. So you're comparing his face to a pig. Very ugly. Same. She's ugly as sin. That's another one. She's ugly as sin. Now, sin, of course, is a very bad thing. You're doing something bad. That is a sin. She's ugly as sin just means she's very ugly. All right, let's get deeper into more powerful expressions. He's ugly as shit. He's ugly as shit. Okay, very strong. He's ugly as shit. She's ugly as fuck. She's ugly as fuck. Okay, so you can have like ugly as a pig, ugly as sin, ugly as shit, ugly as fuck. Very powerful to say someone is really ugly. The last one. She's fugly. She's fugly. He's fugly. What is fugly? Well, fugly, this is two words. We can see ugly is one word. Now, what is the F? Now, the F means fucking. She's fucking ugly, okay? So fucking is a bad word, so we just say fugly, okay? Very common. Everyone knows fugly. Very strong, very rude thing to say. He's fugly. She's fugly. All right, let's move on to one last expression. Okay, the final expression here is a sentence. Now, the other expressions we learned are very direct, okay? You're ugly, you're fugly, things like that. This is very indirect, okay? It's not polite, but I guess, there's no polite way to say someone is ugly, but I guess this is the best indirect way. Let's take a look. He has a face. He has a face only a mother can love. Okay, so someone has a face, but only the mother can love that face. Everyone else thinks it's ugly or hideous. Okay, so a very indirect way to say someone is ugly. She or he has a face only a mother can love. All right, so we learned lots of expressions to describe someone as ugly or very ugly. Be very careful with these expressions. You should never say them directly to the person. You're ugly, you're hideous, you're grotesque, you're fugly. Don't say that directly to the person, or you might get this in the face, okay? Well, I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I'll see you next time. Hi, I'm Robin, and in this video, I'm going to talk about a very serious word, bullying. And what does that mean? Well, basically, bullying means a student or young person or a group of students bother another student or child, okay? It's a very serious issue here in Korea. Let's take a look. Now, up here I have a bully. This is a noun. What is a bully? The bully is the bad kid, okay? The bad student. Why is he bad? Because he bothers other children, other students. How does he bother? He hits them. He steals their money. He's a bully. And in my example sentence, he's a big bully, okay? A big bully means he's a big guy who bothers probably smaller children, smaller students. He's a big bully. The verb form, to bully. He, the bully, bullies many students. He bullies many students. So as a verb, what does it mean? Well, it means to bother. And I have two other words here, tease and harass. Now, tease means to jokingly bother other children. So it's possible the bully is just teasing, kind of jokingly, not too strong, just little teasing is like bothering them about their clothing or things like that. Harass is very strong and very bad. Now, to harass someone means to physically harass, hit them, or verbally harass, say bad things, you're ugly, I hate you, okay? That's harassment. So to bully can also mean tease and harass, okay? So he bullies many students. He's bothering many students. All right, so remember, a bully, the bad guy, the bad student, the bad child, what does he do? He bullies, okay? He bothers the other children, hits them, takes their money, makes their life very bad. All right, let's take a look at some example sentences. So the first example sentence, in Korea, many students commit suicide because they are bullied too much. In Korea, many students commit suicide because they are bullied too much. The bullies were expelled from school. The bullies were expelled from school. Many teens are victims of cyberbullying. Many teens are victims of cyberbullying. The bully teased the girl too much and she cried. The bully teased the girl too much and she cried. The bully harassed the boy every day. The bully harassed the boy every day. Okay, I hope you have a good understanding of how to use bully as a noun and a verb. All right, it's a common word. You must know it. I'm going to tell you a little story now about when I was in middle school. I was bullied by one kid. He was a black kid. His name was Alan Bishop. And I never did anything bad to him, but for some reason he didn't like me. So every day at school he bullied me. He was a terrible bully. He always bothered me. Now, he never harassed me physically. He never hit me, but certainly there was a lot of verbal harassment every day. He always said terrible things to me. So that continued for about 1 year. So I still remember Alan Bishop, and I still don't like him. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Molly, and today we will be talking about the vocabulary word tomboy. Now, a tomboy is a girl, a young female, who likes things that usually men like to do. For example, I'm a tomboy, and I like a lot of things that men usually like. I like to be in nature and to go camping, and I don't like a lot of things that females might like. If we look over here, I say I like to play soccer. I really like playing soccer. I like being physical and running and being outside. I like to watch sports, and I really like to be outdoors. Whether that be fishing or boating or swimming, you can always find me outside. However, there are a few things that I really don't like to do. I really don't like to wear makeup. I don't ever really usually wear a lot of makeup. Fashion, you won't catch me talking about fashion or about what someone's wearing. And I know in Korea, a lot of girls really care about fashion and what they look like. But because I consider myself a tomboy, I don't like these things. These are very girly things, and I like more things that men usually like. So I absolutely do not like to go shopping. You will never find me in a mall unless I really have to get something. So again, these are very girly things. These are things that girls like to do. And these are things that usually men like to do. So now that you know what a tomboy is, you know what I like and what I don't like, and we'll see you later.
Hi everybody, I'm Esther, and in this video I want to talk with you about the word lag. Now, lag means to do something very slowly or to be very slow. Okay, so the word lag is up here on the board. Now, the pronunciation, it's hard, I know, but you have to try and practice. Lag, lag. Okay, so let's look at these examples. She's lagging. She's lagging. This means she's taking a long time to do something. She's doing something very slowly. She's lagging. The next one is stop lagging. Stop lagging. You're telling somebody, hurry up. Stop being slow. Okay, the next one is a very common problem. My computer is lagging. My computer is lagging. That means my computer is slow. It's slow. I'm trying to do something, but it's lagging. It's slow. And the last one is I have jet lag. I have jet lag. You might hear this a lot, especially from people who are traveling. So if you travel around the world, maybe to a far away country, you're gonna be changing time zones. So the time will be different and you'll feel very tired. Your body will feel slow and tired, and your body is taking a long time to adjust to the new time zone. Your body is slow to adjust. So you have to say, I have jet lag. Okay, let's look at some more examples together. Okay, let's look at a few examples. First one, she's always late because she lags. She's always late because she lags. The next one, I wish you wouldn't lag so much. I wish you wouldn't lag so much. Next, I can't open the program because my computer is lagging. I can't open the program because my computer is lagging. The last one, my jet lag is terrible. I keep falling asleep. My jet lag is terrible. I keep falling asleep. Okay, so in this video we learned that we use the word lag to describe an action that is very, very slow. Now, my best friend is someone who lags a lot. Whenever we want to do something, especially at night, she takes almost 2 hours to get ready. She has to wash her hair or take a shower, then put on her makeup, decide what to wear, and that can take a very long time. So I always have to say to her, stop lagging. Hurry up. We're late. Stop lagging. Okay, so next time, if you have a friend or somebody that's taking a very long time, you can use the word lag to say, stop lagging. Hurry up. Okay, well, that's the end. Thank you. Bye. Hi everybody, my name is Esther, and in this video I'm going to talk about the word pedestrian. Now, I think this is a really important word for all Koreans to know because there are many pedestrians in Korea. Well, what is a pedestrian? A pedestrian is somebody who is walking. They might be walking on the street or on the sidewalk where all the stores and restaurants are, the sidewalk. Or pedestrians might be crossing the street on a crosswalk. That's the section with the white lines where you have to go if you want to go to the other side. So let's look at these example sentences. Don't hit the pedestrian. Okay, so in Korea there are very many cars and drivers, and they have to be careful not to hit the people that are walking, the pedestrians. So don't hit the pedestrian. The pedestrian crosses the crosswalk. Again, the crosswalk is where the white lines are. You have to walk there if you want to go to the other side. The pedestrian crosses the crosswalk. The last example is, there are many pedestrians on the sidewalk. Remember, sidewalk is the area next to the street where pedestrians should walk. It's safer, right? So there are many pedestrians on the sidewalk. Okay, and so that's how we use pedestrian. Remember, it means somebody who's walking. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about phobias, okay? So what are phobias? Well, phobias are a really big fear of something, all right? Now, it's not a small fear. For example, snakes. Maybe everyone is scared of snakes, but a phobia is a little stronger. Well, actually a lot stronger, all right? It is a great fear. Like really, if I talk about snakes, just talking about it makes that person scared and stressful, okay? So the phobia should be used when you have a really big fear of something, not just a small fear. All right, now let's take a look at the board. I have a question here. Someone asks, do you have a phobia? Do you have a phobia? So again, this is not asking if you're scared of something. It's asking about a phobia. You're really scared of something. And you can answer, I have, and you put the phobia name. Now, the phobia names are not easy, okay? They're long and complicated. So there's actually thousands and thousands of phobias. They have official names, okay? So people are scared of the color green, people are scared of thunder and lightning, people are scared of injections. They all have official names. I don't remember them. Actually, no one can remember them. But I'm going to tell you the ones that are common that most people do remember. Okay? So, do you have a phobia? I have arachnophobia. Arachnophobia, what is that? Well, we see phobia, so we know it's a great fear. Arachnophobia. Well, arachno is actually a Latin word coming from arachnid, which means spider, okay? So arachnophobia is a very big fear of spiders. So I have arachnophobia. And again, not a little fear of spiders. This is a really, you are terrified of spiders. And I met one person with arachnophobia when I was in elementary school. He was a friend of mine. And I used to have a plastic spider. It was plastic, not alive. And I would bring it to school, and he could not even enter the classroom. All right, he was just too scared of a plastic spider. Okay, he just had a very strong phobia. And actually one day we tried to get him to touch the plastic spider with gloves. And we put gloves on him. He still couldn't touch that plastic spider. All right, he had a very strong phobia. All right, let's look at the next one. Acrophobia. This is very common. Acrophobia is a fear of heights, high places, okay? So if you're very high and you're just very, very scared to look down, you probably have acrophobia. The next one, claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is a fear of small or tight places, okay? This is not good to have in Korea because if you're on the bus or subway or the elevator, everyone is together very close in a small space. So if you have claustrophobia, you have a lot of stress, and that situation is really, really a nightmare. You're probably crying and run away, okay? The last one, xenophobia. Xeno means alien or foreigner, okay? Someone from outside. So in Korea, a lot of Koreans have xenophobia, which means they're scared of the foreigner, like me. So if I'm walking on the street and I see someone and I say, hello, how are you? And they're very scared. That's xenophobia. They don't know what to do or say with the foreigner. All right? So these are some common ones. I'm going to say them one more time. Arachnophobia, acrophobia, claustrophobia, xenophobia. Okay, so these ones probably most native speakers know the name. But as I said, there's thousands, and I don't remember every name of every phobia. So let's go back to our question. Do you have a phobia? You can say, I have arachnophobia, if you can remember it, or I have acrophobia, I have claustrophobia, I have xenophobia. Now, maybe you have a phobia of big spaces, okay? You're scared to go outside in big spaces, but you don't know the official name, so it's okay just to say, I have a fear of big spaces. If you don't remember arachnophobia, you can say, I have a fear of spiders. That's okay too. All right, so that's phobia. I hope you don't have any phobias, but if you meet someone who has a phobia, you should understand that the phobia is a very, very big fear of something, and it's not easy to get rid of the phobia. Well, that's it, and I'll see you next time.
Hi there, my name is Sarah, and I'm going to teach you about gossip and rumors. So gossip is when you talk about other people's personal lives. So you and your friends might like to talk about celebrities, or you might talk about people that you know. So on the board, we have celebrity gossip. We're talking about Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes and what happens in their personal lives. Did you hear about Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes? They're getting a divorce. Or maybe we'll talk about people in our own lives. Did you hear about John and Stacy? They're breaking up. So that's gossip. And it can be a noun, this is gossip. Did you hear the gossip? Or it can be a verb. Those two are gossiping about their friends. Let's move on to rumors. And now let's talk about rumors. So what is a rumor? A rumor is information that passes from one person to another person to another person. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. So you can't trust it. So one rumor that we've heard repeatedly again and again and again in magazines is this one. Jennifer Aniston is pregnant, but she's not pregnant. They just keep saying that. She's never pregnant. So that is only a rumor. You can't trust it. You can hear it, you can repeat it, but don't trust it. So we've already talked about gossip with Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, that they've broken up, that they've divorced. This is true. This is what's actually happened in their personal lives. But over here is a rumor that might follow this gossip. Maybe they broke up because Tom Cruise is gay, but we don't know if this is true or not. So it's just a rumor. So you can repeat it, you can listen to it, but don't trust it because it's just a rumor. Moving on. There's a couple more things you should know about gossip and rumors. So you already know that gossip is talking about other people's lives with your friends. So gossip can be a noun or it can be a verb. In the sentence we have on the board, I like to gossip with my friends, we're using gossip as a verb. You can also use it as a noun. I heard some interesting gossip last week. So verb and noun. When it comes to rumors, I don't like people spreading rumors about me. So a rumor is information that might be true or it might not be true. But you definitely don't want people spreading rumors about you because then people might think something that's not true. But we always spread rumors. We don't tell rumors. Spreading is like this person talks, that person talks, that person talks. It is spreading. So we spread rumors. We don't tell rumors. I don't like people spreading rumors about me. So now you know the difference between gossip and rumors. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Molly, and in this video we're going to be talking about 4 words that mean basically the same thing. Relax, unwind, chill or chill out, and take it easy. Now all of these words just mean to pretty much do nothing, to relax, calm down. After a long day at work, maybe you're tired or angry or upset, you just want to sit down and do nothing. So let's look at our first example sentence. After work, I like to go home and relax. You might tell your friends, I'm just going to go home and relax. Do nothing, hang out. Our next option says, after work, I like to go home and unwind. Now, unwind, maybe you're tense or stressed about something. Usually you unwind with maybe a beer or a glass of wine, doing something to settle down. Whether that be working out or cooking a meal, everyone does something to unwind at the end of a long day. Our third example is chill or chill out. Now some people say chill and some people say chill out. There's not really much of a difference. Chill out might be to chill out with friends, and just to chill might just be by yourself. So to chill out means to take it easy, go slow, sit down, do nothing. Our last example, take it easy. After work, I like to go home and take it easy. Maybe you're just going to sit down on the couch and watch a TV show, not really think or do much, just sit down, relax, do nothing. So you've heard me use all these words and you can use them. They're all very similar. Now let's look at some example sentences. So let's look at the first one. Relax, the train will get here soon. Relax, the train will get here soon. Next, I can't wait to relax over summer vacation. I can't wait to relax over summer vacation. The next example, the vacation was a welcome break and she couldn't wait to unwind at the beach. The vacation was a welcome break and she couldn't wait to unwind at the beach. The next example, yoga helped her to unwind after working with children all day. Yoga helped her to unwind after working with children all day. The next example, let's go to my house and just chill. Let's go to my house and just chill. And the next example, chill out, don't get so angry. Chill out, don't get so angry. And the next one, just take it easy, don't be so nervous around her. Just take it easy, don't be so nervous around her. And the last example, take it easy, you will do fine on the test. Take it easy, you will do fine on the test. Now that you've seen some example sentences, you can see that these 4 words, relax, chill out, unwind, take it easy, are all very similar words. Now, something that I like to do at the end of a day to help me unwind or relax is yoga. I find that I'm really stressed and tense and tired, and yoga helps me unwind. It helps me relax. And this is something that I do to take it easy or chill out at the end of the day. So now that you know how to use these 4 words, I hope that you can express how you unwind or relax or chill out or take it easy to your friends. So that's it for this video. See you next time.
This is Robin, and I'm going to talk about corruption. And I'm also going to talk about a lot of vocabulary that is different types of corruption. So the word we should know first is corruption. What is corruption? Well, corruption is dishonest behavior or dishonest things by the government or a company, okay? So corruption is very bad when the government or a company is trying to cheat people out of money, okay? It is illegal, it is bad, and it is a poison on society if there's a corrupt society, all right? Another word we should know is collusion. Now, collusion means 2 very important people, maybe 2 CEOs, are secretly talking and planning how to cheat people out of money. So they're trying to control the market. This is illegal, this is wrong, it's collusion. Again, 2 people secretly talking. All right, so these are the main vocabularies we should know. Let's move on to some methods of corruption. Price fixing is another form of corruption. What is price fixing? Well, that's when many companies in a market, they get together and they talk and they want to decide the price that everyone will charge, okay? They don't want to compete because that brings down the price or cost of something. So they get together, they talk, they fix a price. They decide what price will everyone charge and everyone will make money. Now this is price fixing, and it is wrong, it is bad, and it is illegal, okay? Let's take a look at my example. There is a lot of collusion among gas stations to fix the price of gas. Okay, there's a lot of collusion. There's the word collusion again. So collusion, remember, that means they get together secretly to decide how to cheat the customer. It's a very bad word, collusion. So the gas station owners are getting together to talk, that's collusion, to fix the price of gas. Okay, so they're going to decide what the price of gas is for all the companies to control the market share. All right, so that's price fixing, another form of corruption. Let's look at some more. Here are 2 words that describe the most common type of corruption. Kickback, bribe. Okay, what's a kickback? What's a bribe? Well, this is secret money. Okay, so this is one person giving money or expensive gifts to another person, that person has power and they help him, okay, because they got money. Okay, so again, I'm giving money or gifts to someone. He has power and he helps me to do something. That is a bribe and it is illegal, and unfortunately it is very common in companies and even the government. Let's take a look at this example sentence. A building contractor, someone making buildings, gave a kickback or bribe, you could use either, gave a bribe to the government official. All right, so he's a building contractor, he's making buildings, and he gave the bribe, probably a lot of money, to the government official. Why? Well, this government official will help him with his business, okay? So he gave some money, and now he gets some help. That's a bribe or a kickback. Let's move on to some more vocabulary. Here is embezzlement. This is a very serious crime when someone embezzles from a company, okay? What does it mean? Well, to embezzle means you're stealing money from the company. Now, not small money, but usually really big money, like thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. The employee is stealing from the company. And of course, sometimes a CEO will steal from the company. Okay, that's a very serious crime and they will go to jail. Let's take a look at this example sentence. The employee embezzled $10,000 from the store. Okay, so he embezzled, he stole it from the store. Very serious corruption. Let's look at some more vocabulary. The last form of corruption I want to talk about is fraud. Okay, fraud is when you lie, especially for the company books, and they have to write down the numbers and the money, all the bookkeeping, and they lie. Okay, they change the numbers. They lie. That is fraud. That's a serious crime. All right, let's take a look. Fraud. He committed fraud to the tax office. Okay, so the government tax office, they're very serious about getting their taxes, and he gave some information, but he lied. Okay, maybe he didn't tell them how much money he's making. He lied. That is fraud. That is a crime, and that is also corruption. All right, let's take a look at some example sentences to help us understand how to use this vocabulary. The first one, 5 perfume brands with 95% of the market share were found guilty of price fixing. 5 perfume brands with 95% of the market share were found guilty of price fixing. The next example, Mr. Smith gave him a bribe, so he gave the company contract to Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith gave him a bribe, so he gave the company contract to Mr. Smith. The next example. The rich man bribed the policeman to stay out of jail. The rich man bribed the policeman to stay out of jail. The next example. Doctors get many kickbacks from pharmaceutical companies. Doctors get many kickbacks from pharmaceutical companies. The next example. The CEO embezzled $1 million from the company. The CEO embezzled $1 million from the company. And the last example. He went to jail for 2 years for tax fraud. He went to jail for 2 years for tax fraud. So those were some example sentences. I hope you can understand how to use these words better. I know it's difficult vocabulary. It takes a lot of self-study to properly know them and how to use them. So this video is a good guide or introduction to these words. Before I go, I'm just going to quickly review them. Corruption is the main word. So corruption is any dishonest behavior by the government or a company to cheat the people. All of this is corruption. Collusion, two companies or many companies getting together to talk and discuss secretly how to cheat people. That's collusion. Price fixing, controlling the price of something, okay? They're not doing any sort of competition, just controlling the price. Kickback, bribe, that's the secret money. I give you money and you help me to improve my business, something like that. Embezzlement, stealing money from the company, okay? Usually big money. And fraud, you lie about money or numbers in the bookkeeping, okay? That's fraud. All right, these words, you're going to see them every day in the newspaper, all right, in any country. There's a lot of corruption everywhere. It is a sickness, a poison, a disease on society. So I hope in the future there's less corruption. Anyway, that's it for this video. See you next time. I'm Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about the word clumsy, the slang word Klutz, and the idiom all thumbs. All three of these expressions mean the same thing. They're talking about an awkward person. Someone who has a lot of accidents, or someone who's always breaking things. Okay, it can describe a man or a woman. Let's take a look at my example. He or she, he always has accidents. He always has accidents, like spilling drinks, things like that. And breaks things. He always has accidents and breaks things. He is, all right, here we go. The first word, clumsy. That's what we want to use to describe someone who always has accidents and breaks things. He is clumsy. She is clumsy. Here's the slang word. He is a klutz. She is a klutz. A klutz. Okay, they mean the same thing. And the last one is an idiom. He is all thumbs. All thumbs. Okay, that's your thumb. So if you're all thumbs, every finger is a thumb, so it's very easy to have an accident. Okay, so these are the three expressions we want to use to describe this kind of awkward person. Let's take a look at some example sentences. Okay, let's look at the first example. He always accidentally sits on his glasses. He's so clumsy. He always accidentally sits on his glasses. He's so clumsy. The next one. She always pours too much coffee into my cup. She's so clumsy. She always pours too much coffee into my cup. She's so clumsy. And the next one. I'm a klutz when I dance. I hit everyone around me. I'm a klutz when I dance. I hit everyone around me. The nurse was a klutz. She gave the patient the wrong medicine. The nurse was a klutz. She gave the patient the wrong medicine. All right, and the next. He can't play the piano at all. He's all thumbs. He can't play the piano at all. He's all thumbs. I tried to fix the toilet, but I'm all thumbs. I just broke it more. I tried to fix the toilet, but I'm all thumbs. I just broke it more. Those were some good examples of how to use clumsy, a klutz, and all thumbs. Remember, they mean the same thing. You're describing a very awkward person. Now, before we go, I'm going to tell you the story of my cousin Jerry. Now, Jerry and I are the same age, so as children, we used to play together. And I'm going to tell you that Jerry was the perfect klutz. He was a very clumsy kid. He always broke things, and he always had accidents. And his glasses, like his eyeglasses, he must have broke them every day. You know, his mother put tape here and tape here. His glasses always looked broken and terrible. Also, his shirt, very dirty. He had a lot of food stains or drink stains when he ate food. You know, ketchup and mustard always fell all over him. Anyway, as I said, he's a klutz. He used to come over to my house to play with me, and he always wanted to play with my toys. And of course, he always broke my toys, and I hated him. I really hated Jerry, and every time he came over. So I used to complain to my mom, you know, I don't want Jerry to touch my toys, but, you know, my mom said, you know, you have to share with Jerry. So eventually, when Jerry came over, I just hid my toys, and we would watch TV or play something else. Well, anyway, that's the story of Jerry, the perfect klutz. I hope you understand these expressions. See you next time. Hello everyone, I'm Robin, and I'm just kidding, I'm not drunk. But in this video, we're going to talk about many words to describe different states of being drunk. I mean, talking about being a little bit drunk, being drunk, and being a lot drunk. All right, let's take a look at the board. So it doesn't matter what kind of alcohol you're drinking, soju, makgeolli, beer, wine, cocktails, vodka, tequila, you're going to start to feel the effects of alcohol. So I'm going to describe my friend, he. You can also describe women, she. So my friend, he was tipsy, okay? So my friend had a beer, he was tipsy. What does tipsy mean? Well, tipsy means just a little bit drunk. I don't want to say drunk, but you're starting to feel the alcohol, just a little bit. So we call that state tipsy. So if someone asks you, are you drunk? You could say, no, I'm just tipsy. Okay, I'm starting to feel drunk, but not drunk yet. Same with the second word, buzzed. So if you drink 2 beers, 3 beers, maybe you're starting to feel happy, you're starting to feel the alcohol, but you're not drunk. Okay, you're not drunk yet, you're buzzed. So my friend, he was buzzed, or you could say, I am buzzed. Okay? So after tipsy and buzzed, we get to drunk. You're drunk. All right, so you're starting to act foolishly, or you're talking more, or maybe you just sleep. Okay, you're drunk. After drunk, we get to really drunk, very drunk. And these are the words you want to use. They're very common. Everyone knows them. And they all basically mean the same thing. You're very drunk. So the next one, he was pissed. My friend drank 2 bottles of soju. He was pissed. Okay, so very drunk. He drank 3 bottles of soju. He was wasted. Really drunk. Smashed. He was smashed. Again, wasted, smashed, hammered, all being very drunk. He was wasted. He was smashed. He was hammered. And the last one, a little bit of a bad word. He was shit-faced. Okay. Really drunk. He had 4 or 5 bottles of soju. He was shit-faced. Okay. Again, you could use it. He, she, my mother, my father, I was shit-faced. Doesn't matter. You want to describe someone as very drunk. For me personally, if I drink maybe 2 or 3 bottles of beer, I get buzzed. Maybe 5 or 6 bottles of beer, I will get drunk. Certainly 1 bottle of soju, I'm drunk. If I drink 2 bottles of soju, maybe pissed. Yeah, 3 bottles of soju, I'm certainly in this area, smashed, hammered, and 4 bottles of soju. I am shit-faced. I am crazy drunk. All right, so these are great words to describe your friend or yourself and the different states of being drunk. All right, that's it for this video. See you next time. Hi everyone, I'm Robin, and in this video I'm going to talk about the difference between pass out and blackout. Okay, a lot of my students confuse both of these expressions, so I hope this video will clear up all confusion. Both of these expressions are mainly used to describe when we go out drinking alcohol with our friends. Okay, so the first expression, pass out, what does that mean? Well, we say pass out when we fall asleep. Okay, we fall asleep suddenly, probably because our body has some sort of problem or shock. Okay, we can also use the expression to faint. Okay, that means to fall asleep suddenly. So when we're drinking a lot, okay, we can pass out because our body took too much alcohol. But you don't always have to use it just with drinking. You know, if someone hits you on the head very hard, you can pass out. Or maybe you're very sick, you have something wrong with your stomach and your body has a shock, you can pass out. Okay, so pass out is kind of fall asleep because your body has some sort of problem or shock. And again, we can also use the term to faint. Blackout is very different. Okay, so pass out, fall asleep. Blackout means you have no memory. So if you are drinking a lot of alcohol and the next day your friend asks you, what happened last night? And I can't remember. I blacked out. Okay, so blacked out means you have no memory. You were awake, just you can't remember. So let's take a look at my 2 example sentences. They're almost the same. I drank so much, I passed out. Okay, I drank so much alcohol, I passed out. That means I fell asleep. I drank so much, I blacked out. Okay, so this person didn't fall asleep, just they have no memory of what happened after they went drinking. All right, so that's the difference between pass out and blackout. I hope you understand. That's it for this video.
Hi there, I'm Sarah, and I'm going to explain some euphemisms to you for the word pregnant. So maybe if your friend or somebody is pregnant, people will ask and you'll say, oh, she's pregnant. But the word pregnant might be a little bit too direct. So we have some euphemisms that we can use to say pregnant without saying pregnant. So let's look at the board. So right up front, she's pregnant. That is how you would say it, and everybody knows what it means. She's pregnant. Down here are our euphemisms. So the most common one, she's expecting. So she's expecting a baby in the future. You can just say, oh, she's expecting, and everybody knows what that means. Very, very common. Number 2, she's preggers. So preggers is like a shortened form of pregnant. It's less serious, it's kind of funny. She's preggers. Eating for 2. Eating for 2 is she's got a lot of food on her plate. She's eating for her and she's eating for the baby. She's eating for 2. These 2 are idioms. So knocked up. Knocked up is a little bit negative. In the past it was used for somebody who's unmarried. So she's knocked up. The baby wasn't expected. She's not married. It's a little bit of a surprise. So that wasn't a good feeling with knocked up. But now people say it all the time. So she's knocked up. It's not negative anymore. She has a bun in the oven. This one's kind of funny. So you need to imagine that the woman's body is an oven and inside there is a baby. The baby is the bread. It's a little bun, just a little bun, and it's going to grow. And babies grow, bread grows in the oven, so bun is the baby in the oven, which is the stomach. So those are our euphemisms for pregnancy. I hope they help you out. See you next time.